Are you sabotaging yourself and your goals? If so, stick around and we'll get real about it. Hey everyone, this is Jen. So over the weekend, I went to an event called The Wait is Over with Diana Vogel, who is also known as the Thick and Thin Therapist. And we got a whole lot of great information, but one of the things that she said really stuck out to me, and that is that the body changes faster than the mind does. So one of the problems associated with this is we often self-sabotage. We make progress, and then somewhere along the way, things just kind of take a wrong turn. So the first thing is knowing that it's going to take your mind a little bit of time to catch up to what your body is going through. You got to keep in mind that you have built a lifetime of bad habits. So that's the first thing in trying to get out of that self-sabotage mode. You need to start building good habits. It can be the simplest of things, like tomorrow on my Facebook page, we're starting a hydration challenge. It's really important for us to get hydrated, and it takes 21 days to build a new habit. So we're going to start there, and I'm going to do a new challenge every single month because building healthy habits is really important. So that's number one. Start by building healthy habits. You know, all of these things that you kind of fall back on, they have to go. Otherwise, you're going to find that you're headed for regain. And none of us obviously wants to be there, or we wouldn't have taken this journey in the first place. So I want to start with healthy habits, but you also have to keep in mind during that we're used to fat thinking. So, you know, that's one of the things that you need to change too. A lot of people have body dysmorphia. Even though we're changing, the pounds are dropping, the clothing size is changing, we're feeling better, somehow we still see ourselves as that same fat person. We still have that same mentality that we had all along through the entire time we were overweight. And you need to start giving yourself credit for the progress that you've made. And you may not see it in the mirror right away, but you have the proof. If the scale is moving, if your clothing size is changing, if the inches are going away, you know, obviously you're changing, you're doing better. If your energy is picked up, if you can go on an airplane and not have to ask for an extender for your seatbelt, you know, just because you don't recognize it, you don't see it yourself, doesn't mean it's not happening. I'm a big proponent for taking pictures all throughout your journey, because even though you may not see it, when you look at those pictures side by side and you have one from 6 months ago and one of today, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And you really can see the difference easier that way. So part of this getting over the fat thinking is to let go of our fear. And I think that this is probably the biggest part of sabotaging yourself. You either have a fear of failure, or even a fear of success. So it sounds a little weird. Obviously, we all want to be successful on this journey, otherwise we wouldn't have done it. But you know, you're used to who you were. I mean, for me, I've been that person for 30 years. You know, I'm used to size 18, size 28. I'm not used to being a size 14. I'm not used to being able to do things that I couldn't do before. And sometimes that can make us really uncomfortable. And since it's never worked before, even after all the work, all the progress, there may still be a fear that you're not going to succeed. And so you just figure, why is it even worth it? And you start to sabotage yourself with small things. Having an extra snack, not keeping your journal, which I personally have had some issues with. So, or having things that aren't as healthy, not waiting as long between bites. All those little things that you know you're supposed to do, and you kind of just start letting them fall to the wayside. And, maybe it's just because we get a little lazier as we get further out, but a lot of times it's because our subconscious is trying to sabotage us. We're afraid of actually succeeding, and who are we then? Again, and I say this, I think, in almost every video, I think support is important, and with something like this, a support group or a therapist would be really helpful, because there are so many of us who do this. And I think one of the big things for you to know is that you are worth it. You're worth it. It is okay for you to put yourself first. It is okay for you to be healthy and happy, and you've got to accept that. And the sabotage is all about what's happening up here. It's about your self-image. So here's my challenge to you. Let's start by discovering your self-image. I would love if you would sit down on Word document or grab a piece of paper and a pen and just write I am at the top. And I want you to write down everything that comes to mind. Good, bad, indifferent. And then I want you to take a little break and then come back and read it. Excuse me. When you read it, realize how you're talking to yourself. Are you saying positive things? Are you saying negative things? If those negative thoughts are stuck in there, we need to change that. It's okay to be afraid, but you need to realize your own self-worth. So take a couple of days after you've made this list, and then I want you to sit down and make another one. But this time, I want you to think about if your body was everything you wanted it to be. It doesn't matter if you think it's the most far-fetched thing in the world. But if you were in your ideal body, what would it be? And that can be about a weight. It can be about the things that you'll be able to do. It can be about the shape, the clothes, just the things that improve in your health. Anything at all. And I want you to make a new list. Again, right, I am at the top. And I want you to make that list of what you are when you are in your ideal body. Do it in the present tense. I am. Give it a little break. Go back and look at it. You already are so many of those things. And the ones that you aren't to yet, you can make it there. And I want you to keep that list and realize that that's what this is all about. That's what you are working towards. You can do this. I believe in you. We all stumble. We all fall down. We all have these moments where we just think we aren't going to be able to do it, or we aren't worth it somehow. And that just isn't true. So self-sabotage is about accepting yourself, being proud of and recognizing your achievements, and most importantly, changing your mindset. Whoever you are becoming is okay. We all think we won't change, not inside. But we do. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. You can't go through this kind of life change without it changing who you are just a little bit. Sure, you're the same person at the core, but you're allowed to live life being healthy and happy. So I know that this is kind of an in-depth topic to try and cover in 10 to 15 minutes, but I just wanted to give you a starting place, something to think about, and some encouragement. And if you need someone to talk to, I am here. If you have a question or a comment or you're struggling with this, tell me in the comment section down below. Send me a private message at Genuine Journey on any of the social media platforms. It'll be at the end credits here. I'm always happy to talk to you, to offer a little encouragement, to share what I can. I'm only 8 months out, and I have a huge journey ahead of me, but I know that without the support that I've had along the way, I would have fallen on my face already. So if you need someone, I want to be there for you as best I can. So don't ever be afraid to leave a comment, a question, or send me a private message. And just believe in yourself. I believe in you. You can do this. Don't sabotage yourself. Go ahead and allow yourself to really appreciate the fact that you are doing what's best for you and that it's okay. And every step is a win. You won't fail. You have already succeeded just by making the decision to get healthy. All right? I hope this helps just a little bit, gives you a little bit of encouragement. I'm really glad that you stopped by today, and I'd love to hear how you deal with self-sabotage. Have you experienced it, and what have you done to help get yourself out of that space? So let me know. Thanks for stopping by, and I will talk to you all on Friday with my personal update. Bye.